Hi, this is Manjusha Radhakrishnan. I'm with Pakistani singer and actor Ali Zafar. It's been so many years since we've met, so super excited about that in general. You look very well rested and well preserved. Catch me up, what's happening in your life?
Lots of good stuff, lots of music, preparing for the next feature film, doing a lot of collaborations, touring, but most of all, spending really quality time with my kids and my wife, my family, which that's my priority and adore.
I love
That's
that.
what I adore doing, yeah.
I remember meeting him last for Tifa in Trouble.
Yeah.
It was a nice brunch, etc. Why are you taking things as slow? Why am I not seeing more of you?
I asked myself that question, and I have a very good answer for that. The life that I've curated for myself, with my family, with my art, when I'm making music in my studio, I say that if I have to push myself for something, then that something better be worth my while and my time to take me out of such beautiful zones that I am in my life, on a daily life, to go there. So I keep it calm and steady, and I'm very in that I like my Zen space. But when I have to go out and work, then I go and do that, and that's why I'm here this time in Dubai. We've started working on the next movie, which is something very interesting. When you'll find out in time, you'll be very pleased to know. And so yeah.
Is it based in Dubai? I love it.
Yeah.
I love Made in Dubai stories because I don't know if you've seen Ali Mustafa's City of Life. Please do watch it if you haven't.
All right.
Brilliant movie. Again, an Emirati director. About Sonu Sood was in it, just to give you perspective. He plays a taxi driver. Interesting movie. But tell me, is this more the flashier version of Dubai that we'll see?
No, it's probably going to be based out of Abu Dhabi or Dubai, the Middle East. But the story is rooted in our culture back home.
Right.
And it's close to both India and Pakistan. You'll see people coming together from both sides of the border.
Does acting still enchant you, Ali?
It does. The right kind of roles, the right kind of stories. As I told you, I mean, I don't want to do fluff unless it's Barbie.
Barbie
that kind of fluff is good.
Yeah, but it was a very self-aware. I'm so aware that it's fluff.
Yeah.
Yet I'm flying with
Yes, yes. So
right?
that is good.
Okay.
But not cringe fluff.
Not cringe fluff indeed. So this movie is not going to be, how would I explain the genre?
It's going to be intense, poised as an action drama.
Tell me about singing as well. What's happening on that front? You have a new collab that's happening that you just posted on social media. Tell us more about that.
Me and Honey Singh, we jammed in the studio, and he's such a mesmerizing personality and a very good soul actually, and we really bonded and jammed on a few songs, and I liked a couple of things that he had done. He loved something that I had done, and we're planning a collab together.
You know what I love about Honey Singh though? I feel he's seen the highs, he's seen the lows, and he's come back up.
Yeah.
Because in pop culture, you generally see when people go down, to come back up is not easy. That reinvention, as we call it.
So that's exactly what I was mentioning to somebody the other day, that having gone through my own journeys and all that, making it big in the beginning is one thing. But going down and reclaiming it back and coming back stronger really takes a man out of you. And I think that he's certainly done that, and I really think that he's supremely talented. Like he produces his own music, all of it, and I didn't know that. So he has so many hundreds of songs ready, and he would play each one after the other, very enthusiastic about his music and all of that, very passionate, authentic.
Yes.
And that's what matters.
Somewhere I think art doesn't know political rivalries, does it?
It does not. So when we're sitting down together, there is not even any mention, or even in the backdrop, these things are not there when we're talking about music and jamming and chilling. Like we did a collaboration recently with one of the most internationally acclaimed, actually the OG of trap music, T.I.
Yes.
So we did that in Atlanta. That song is Munda on the Rise.
Yes.
Me, my brother Danny, and him. So I mean, when we were jamming in Atlanta, we were just chilling out like this, talking about music.
Yeah.
So that is the beauty of art, and I think artists need to be very conscious and be very aware of the fact that they have a responsibility, which is to be mindful and respectful to each other's, culture, where we come from, and that is what I've always been very conscious of when I was working in India, because I genuinely felt a lot of love there, and I still do. And I think that, you know, respect is given when you give respect, right? And that's something very important. So I'm all for artists coming together, jamming, talking, sharing ideas. You know, that is what artists should do. And nowadays I feel that sometimes we get drawn in too deeply into all this, the mechanics and the marketability and doing things for PR and marketing and social media and how am I looking, how am I seeing. That should not be your priority, and you should not be very conscious of that. Your art should consume you.
Yes.
You know, so that's what I feel.
There are many singers now opening for massive acts, okay? Let's say Coldplay, a singer opened, and she, without naming or shaming, she was under fire for not being prepped enough for such a big gig. Because she was a social media sensation, getting millions of hits on Spotify and other things. Does it translate into a great performer? It doesn't. At least that's what the gig showed. My thing is that how the world has become, where it's all about, are you viral enough or not?
One can get into a lot of pressure also when you're performing on such a big platform, and we all do our best. But the thing is that, you know, in today's world, unfortunately, social media has become such a huge part of our lives that sometimes while we're eating also, sometimes one would think, oh, how will this food look on my stories? And that is so sad. That is so sad, because we're not in the moment.
Yes.
And it is very important for this generation to understand and realize that you must learn to disconnect and be in the moment, have real conversations, real romance. The process has to be organic, and that is what being human really is, I feel, you know.
Right. We live in a world of ChatGPT where love letters are being written by a robot.
Yeah.
So that's what we are looking at.
I want to break up with my girlfriend, but make sure it doesn't offend her, still feeds her ego, and does not cause a reaction. But she says, okay, fine, I understand you in the end.
If you had a fight with your wife, have you gone to ChatGPT?
We don't fight.
Don't fight? Is that the healthy relationship? Is that how relationships
It's very healthy. We have a conversation, and if there's a difference in our point of view, we hear each other out, and we process it, and we express our point of view in a dignified, respectful manner. We've been together for so long, you know. We met, I was 19, she was 16, it's been like more than 20 years. And she's the one, actually, she deserves the credit. She's been so patient with me, she's so nurturing, she's so caring, that I would feel so guilty and so bad if I ever fought with her. And even if you have an argument, after like 5 minutes, one of us will come and hug the other person.
What I love about you is the fact that you've managed to stay relevant as well, even without being in the public eye for a long time, right? I mean, you started off with a band called Prozac.
It wasn't my idea. My friend, so he was really like into psychedelic music and stuff like that, and you know, so he came up with, he said, guys, I have a name. So what is it? Prozac. But he's like, it's the name of a drug. I said, drug? We're not into drugs. He's like, it's an antidepressant drug. Yeah. We're not depressed. Why are we calling this? Anyhow, he thought it was cool, and he went along. Yes. And the band was formed because we were 16. Okay. We wanted to be cool. We were having get-togethers where there were only boys who would get together. We said, we never have girls on our parties. So we said, if we become those cool kids who have a rock band with long hair and sing Nirvana and Metallica, then probably girls will like us and show up. And so we made the band. Yes. So at our first concert, one girl showed up. And there were 250 boys. And on the second concert, 3 girls showed up, who were our cousins, and there were 400 boys showed up. Cousins came to support, obviously, only the family came to support. And I said, boys, we're doing this for the wrong reason. I want to do music because I want to do music and my authentic Urdu music. So I went my way, and I mean, they all went their own way, but very sweet people, genuine. But you're at that age. Yes. But I mean, this is some spice that I put on the story because it'll sell on social media. But genuinely, we were very passionate about music, and we loved to just jam and make music. We locked ourselves up in like a at servant quarter, actually, at that time, my friend's place, in a dingy room, and jammed for 15 days straight. We were not that good. I was quite out of pitch or out of tune when I look at those footage of the concert.
You were 16.
We don't need no education. So we were rebels, you know.
I see.
So we did it for the cause.
I love, Ali, the way how you roll with the punches. You're one actor, I think, and singer who has not let life like overwhelm you, right? Because it's not been easy, right? Has it?
I mean, life is not easy for anybody. We all have our challenges. Different things are thrown our way for several reasons. And I think that is the beauty of life, that how do you respond and react to an adversity, and that is what defines your character. And we weren't designed to be perfect, right? So we all make mistakes, but you feel that, oh my God, this is not who I am, what they think. So then you have to respond in a manner which is dignified also, which is so many different things. But I think that is what makes you human and makes you a man, when you face those challenges, adversities, and come out gracefully, if that is the case, and let go and forgive. If somebody comes your way to harm you, there are two choices. You can now either keep that inside you and have that emotion that I will take my revenge and I will show them. No, that is not the way. These are tests that I believe. I believe in the theory of that we are tested with two things. God tests us, one, by giving us something,
yes,
and taking something away. Both the times you have to be grounded, humble, and just understand that this is a part of the process. It's meant to probably take you higher.
I feel most South Asian singers, like Indians or Pakistanis I watch, don't have that kind of production value. Maybe the songs are amazing. Do you also, as a singer, you're an insider, is that what you think also helps?
Yeah, मेरी जिंदगी का सबसे, a lot of my time and energy goes into perfecting the production of a concert, because I'm a perfectionist. So sound, visuals, and sound checks and in-ear monitoring, and so, but I mean, you try every time, and the thing with us is that, because, for example, I had a gig last night.
Yes.
Two of my band members could not get the visa for Dubai.
Okay.
Because visas are really difficult right these days. So yes, I had to overnight get two other people and train them jam with them on stage and put up a show.
Yes.
So these are third world problems, you could say. Yes. So we have to go through those challenges, but it's okay.
Are you still excited by the live concert scene? Does that, like for them, they say, right, this is the best.
There is no better feeling than to be on stage singing live and just jamming. So even if it's like 3 people who are like really enjoying it, or if it's like 300,000 people, sometimes that doesn't matter. What matters is that you're in the moment and you're singing your heart out and you're expressing that emotion. And sometimes while doing that, you go into that zone, you trip out, right? So that is what I look for. Tripping out of this reality and going to this other space where there's just you and your music and your feelings and your emotion and ethos.
What's next for you, and what about Dubai has really surprised you as you were filming here or looking? Are you filming right now?
No, not right now. We're going to start in a few months, couple of months. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why Dubai? Like, I mean, you could have been anywhere, right? Or
is it not like one of the most enchanting cities of the world? We were just discussing that. I mean, you come to Dubai and the world opens up, and the people from all over the world, different cultural backgrounds, the diversity that you see here now.
Thank you so much, Pali, for your time, and I really hope Dubai treats you well when you make the movie here.
Oh yes, I hope so too.
And life treats you well.
Yes.